everybody, you sick motherfuckers. Welcome back to the JPDUB podcast, episode 21. War is coming. We're back with a fucking very special guest. The only guy I think that's made an appearance on this Induce Pro Wrestling probably 4 or 5 times now. So he's the motherfucking man for coming back and shooting this shit for all you motherfuckers' pleasure, all your stimulation. From Coma Cluster Void, from motherfucking Akurion, formerly of Cryptopsy, and from the new motherfucking band that you may have heard of back in 1996, Warhorse. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls, welcome Mike DiSalvo.
Yeah, well fucking done, my friend. Yes. How's it going, guys?
Dude,
what up?
Going good.
If there's a podcast that I want to be on, it's fucking this one. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, always, bro. It's always good to shoot the shit with you, man. So let's just jump into it real quick. And I'm glad that, you lift our spirits a little. We just cut an episode of the wrestling podcast. We're talking about Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk passing away.
Terrible.
Really fucking sad shit, man. So we want to kind of flip the scripture, so to speak, on that shit. Dude, out the gate. So the big news, new band again? How many fucking bands are you in at this point, brother?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Baker's dozen.
Quite a few. I'm Coma Cluster Void. Akurion still, we haven't done anything, but I can't say it's defunct at this point. We have the Unkle Stalin record that we're looking to put out right now. I think those guys are shopping it right now. I'm playing with another buddy of mine back from Infestation as well. I'm playing drums.
Shit.
Tentative name, Silent the Sky. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. We're just having fun with it. Play some drums and get fucking loaded and have fun.
You go.
So yeah, I'm definitely active, keeping it going, having fun, playing a lot of music, focusing on it tremendously right now. And then of course with Warhorse, this is the big one. This is a huge opportunity for me. These guys, I've known these guys for a long time. Mike, of course, played with Infestation and with another project of mine from back like 20 years ago. I was playing in a project with him called Mobless, and it was like a rock, kind of metal rock kind of thing. And with my wife, actually. And, and then Jerry and Terry. I've, Terry from Grief. I've known Terry from way back. And same with Jerry from Desolate. And, these guys have been around fucking block. Conclave now. They've been around the block for a long time and good friends of mine. So it's an easy transition to hop into it. Easy in the sense that I know these guys well, and it's the camaraderie is already there. So it's not walking in and, stepping into, trying to figure everyone out and shit like that. It's a natural fit. I feel it is anyway. So yeah.
Well, and it's really cool because these guys are fucking essentially a doom metal band at heart. So to hear your vocals and your take on like that style, I've seen some of the videos. I want to kind of get into your experience at what was it, Hell in the Harbor and shit.
Yep.
I'm super stoked, man, because you're still bringing the energy up there. Like these dudes are rocking some and you're just up there like fuck it. I'm like, that's what I fucking like though, dude, because you can still hear that shit. You can still listen to bands like that or Sabbath or fucking St. Vitus or something, still get you fucking really pumped up like that, But how the fuck did this come about, man?
It's kind of funny actually. It would have been a year anniversary. Locally, there's a kid, Leonard Twombly, that is also in Conclave, and he's in like 2 or 3 towns over from me, and he has at his parents' house, I think. He has like a party, and he's got 4 or 5 bands and stuff. So I had gone with Mike and a few other friends to last year's one. The last one just happened last week. The latest one just happened last week. So there we're talking, and Mike's like, we're looking to move forward with the band, and we're getting a lot of great offers, and et cetera. And then he just sprung it on me. He's like, dude, you want to fucking be in the band? You want to sing in the band? And for me, it was it was something I had to handle with trepidation in the sense that, you know, Jerry's been the singer for a long time. Jerry's a good friend of mine. And the last thing I wanted to do was, you know, it's one thing if, you know, Mike brings it up and says, hey, be interested to do this, but it was important for me to sit with Jerry and talk with Jerry whenever, after the, you know, after they themselves had spoken. And just to make sure that everything was cool. He's still going to sing, and he is still singing. So it's like a double attack, you know. I mean, yes, I may be singing a bulk of it, but there's a ton of backups going on. Mike's doing backups too, so his voice is still there, and I think it needs to be present, you know. And I said that coming in. I said, you know, everyone knows the band, you know, everyone knows the singer. You as you know, they know you're the singer. So me stepping into that role was very important to make sure that everyone was truly on board, and you know, there was a comfortability there that. I didn't want to step in and fuck with the chemistry and the dynamics and things like that. But I also want to come in and I want to do my own thing too. You know, I don't want to sound like Jerry. We have two distinct voices, you know, and I'm going to bring me. I'm not going to
do like Dio did with Sabbath.
Yeah, exactly. You know, same shit, dude. You know, same thing as I did when I joined Cryptopsy. You know,
yes. There you go.
It was important to bring me. You know. You know, we had a fucking ton of jams leading up to that show. We had, I don't know, I guess we had 3-4 months, I guess, and I fucking hammered the songs. It was ridiculous. I'm a lunatic. It's fucking stupid. Dude. We're literally driving to fucking 8 hours to Maryland, and I shit you not, the songs are running through my head the entire fucking time to the point of like lunacy. It really is. And I don't need to. It's just. I just get stuck in this fucking mad cycle. So, you know, and it was important for me to make sure that I'm going to show up, and, you know, I haven't been on stage for a full show. It's hard to believe, but it's been like 20 years. You know, I've gone and done, you know, guest appearances and stuff like that, but to actually have a full 50-minute set and run with that,
real quick,
it's important for me to make sure.
Real quick, I have to cut you off, and we're gonna keep that thought because if I don't get this thought, I'll never ask you. Me and Brad were talking. I forget what fucking show it was, like the year, but it's like, what is it? He's got some dope ass live recording of you with Cryptopsy, like when they I think Worm came out in a coffin or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
It was right at the beginning. It was a crown of horns, and then like handed it off to you, dude. Like, I just wanted to say, man, that's fucking chef's kiss.
That's like Quebec lore. That show, you know, like it was. If you were there, that was one of the big shows, and I say that humbly, but it was definitely one of the major shows of Quebec. You know, that handoff, and we executed it. You know, we planned it out, we tried it out, we practiced it and stuff. You know, and I say lifting that little skinny motherfucker, pulling him and dropping him into that casket. You know, it was I had to grab him like by the seat of his pants basically, and yank him up and throw him in. I'm like, fuck, man, how the fuck are you so heavy right now?
yeah, all that fucking extra protein.
Yeah, that was. So you have a video of that, dude? I would love to see that.
No, I
haven't seen a video of that.
I got the audio of it.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, Soul Seek.
No. Okay.
No, it's great. It's great fucking quality too, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Holy shit! Yeah, he told me about it and I downloaded it. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was talk about shit in your pants. Getting first time running up on stage for that, and lifting him up and tossing him in there and taking the microphone and running with the rest of the show. That was that was nerve wracking for sure.
That was like 95-ish, somewhere around there.
Jesus,
probably 96. I don't know. I think I might have said 92 earlier, but I'm fucking, my mind ain't right.
95, 96. Yeah, maybe 96. I think it was in from 96 to 2001. Is that? Oh fuck, I don't know. Dates. I'm terrible with dates.
Right on. Well, let's see if you.
Somewhere in that range. Yes. Let's
jump back to where we were just at with Warhorse now.
Yeah, so that's it. So so I mean, and again, like talk about we were the first band that arrived at the festival. So we have a big empty room, and I get to go up on stage and sort of focus. It sounds maybe stupid or ludicrous or whatever, but for me to get up on that stage before everyone's there and sort of focus and zone in on the parameters of the stage, and
Yeah.
it's a little it's like a hockey player will focus trying to picture himself.
Plan of attack, dude.
It's the same fucking thing.
There you go.
It really is. And I take that very seriously. So for me to be up there and standing there 20 years later and saying, okay, like I'm, I got to produce here. This is what this 4 months has led up to, is this one moment. And, it went very well. I was very, very excited. Like I said, even before getting up on stage, I'm always confidently nervous,
Yeah.
Like, so I will get butterflies, and it's always been that way. So I will get butterflies in the stomach before a show, every show, fucking 10 people, or in that case, it was like 1,200 people. So, I will go through those motions. And for me, this was kind of weird because, 20 years after the fact, and I have all this, I'm pacing in the back and forth in the room and just trying to, breathe and focus and go through the fucking lyrics again and all this shit.
Yeah.
And then you step up on stage and it's gone. It's fucking gone. And you're in the fucking moment and that's it.
Yeah.
And man, that feeling is just beyond beautiful. You guys, you know exactly.
I wish I could bottle it up and then take it every day. Jesus.
So do I. Honestly.
Lift a pinky.
Nothing
on that
like
shit.
it. There's no feeling like it.
There is no feeling like it. And anyone that has never had that experience cannot understand that.
Mm-mm.
They can't get that. It's just not,
Showtime.
Yeah, it's fucking showtime, man. And it's that switch is just incredible. This whole lead up,
Dude.
days and days and days and nervousness and, going running through. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're in it. And it's like smooth as butter.
Yeah, smooth as butter.
Yeah.
Yep. You get off stage and it was kind of like a dream.
Yeah.
Dream.
Dream.
Hell yeah. So who were some of the bands that you checked out? Didn't the Dwarfs play that?
No, I think they played. So we played the pre-show, is what it was.
Okay.
So we had the Friday night, and then they had the Saturday and Sunday, where it was the actual festival itself. So, but the day that we played, Candlemass was the headliner. So we were direct support to Candlemass. The other bands were all very good, but they were, honestly, it was a great night. Everyone came, brought their A game, and Candlemass comes in and they were fucking, dude, talk about seasoned vets. Like these guys are, they weren't, I can't say they were the most welcoming or, they probably weren't the most friendliest band I've come across for sure. But that being said, I guess they don't need to because they come up there and they just fucking smoke the stage. These guys are 60, 60 something anyways, and they, there's perhaps not a lot of movement, but they've been there, they've done it. They don't, the style of music doesn't really necessarily dictate it either. So the show is the music, the show is the music. And they fucking went through, goddamn, they went through the first 3 songs off the first 3 or 4 records, and they really put a focus on that and played.
So everyone wants to hear.
Probably about an hour and a half, maybe, and they played 2 or 3 of the later stuff, and everything else was Messiah songs. And
nice,
really, really good. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a pleasure to play with them.
What do you guys got coming up? For Warhorse, anything like you doing any more live shit soon or hitting studio time or what? So
studio is now the plan. Right now we got one song that we've got down, I would say, and probably like 4 or 5 legitimate avenues for other songs. So it's happening. But what we need to do is to obviously put those ideas, put them all together, and look at maybe 7, 8, 9 songs, whatever. Wherever the fuck, because the band plays long songs. I think what I'm seeing is that we're hitting that like 6-7 minute range, and I think it's feeling right. At least this last song, and then some of the other ideas that we've been bouncing around and kind of playing through and bouncing through. Like we know it's going to change, but we'll play those like 2-3 riffs over and over, and it seems to fall into that sort of time frame. So if in lieu of that, I would think between 7 to 9 songs. I think it'd be realistic. That's the goal right now, is to make sure that we get the songs and go in and record, and then see, who we can get that wants to put the record out. Yeah, we feel it'll be a sought after record, and that's just a gut feeling that we have. We feel the songs are strong, and we feel that we have a lot to offer. And live, we do set it off. We're not a band who just sits fucking around and just lets the music speak. We also speak on stage, just through action. And we want to bring the new songs. We also want to show the legacy songs too, of course. Like there's those songs are what made the band. So obviously we're going to keep those songs in the mix too, but we can't wait to fucking play some of these riffs are just fucking monstrous. Fucking
yeah.
Oh my God. Brutal. And slow and mean. Fuck.
Yeah.
Love it.
Slow groove.
What's some other bands that you've been jamming, if any? I mean, because you could look at all these bands, stem from certain things. I always say it all goes back to Black Sabbath, but what's some of your favorite like doom shit to listen to kind of put you in a fucking mindset,
Well, I mean, Sabbath is the definite. The Aussie is, the Dio is. I love Dio.
Yeah, dude.
Fan of Dio. I pretty much like all of them. I mean, even Tony Martin and Glenn Hughes and shit. Like, I mean, all those records I like. So they're all great accomplished singers. In that style, I would say, I've listened to some Yob. I listen to a lot of Yob, actually.
Yob.
Neurosis, of course. These are
Neurosis.
bands I can't ever get away from, I'm loving that Bell Witch. The latest album's absolutely awesome. That's funeral doom. It's at its.
Yeah.
Totally.
I was listening to, I don't know if you heard that Loss. Have you heard that? Loss. Oh my God. The record came out probably like 5 years ago. And I'm drawing a blank on the name of that record. I think it's the last one that they had, but it's fucking magnificent. And I listen to a lot of I liken it to doom in the sense of, like some old classic rock, a lot of Rainbow and shit. I listen to a fucking ton of Rainbow.
Yeah. Yes. It's doom to me is just like, heavy shit, like Blue Cheer and shit.
Yeah,
too,
Blue Cheer. I fucking love it.
Who else goes fucking super hard and heavy, dude? And I don't give a fuck what anybody says, dude, is who's that Sweet? Fucking Sweet hits hard, dude.
Yeah, man. Somebody just fucking showed on Facebook. They had said, look, I got this classic Sweet fucking record. I was like,
Desolation Boulevard, I think is what it's called. That shit, the Fox on the Run, people might know that shit and whatever, and Ballroom Blitz, but
how about the band?
No, you don't. That fucking shit rips.
Yeah, all that's I am a huge fan of classic rock, and one of the other ones that I can't get enough of, and I fucking love Paul Rodgers, but it's Free.
Ah, yes,
dude, fucking Free, man. Holy fuck, man. That is that's like elite to me, anyways.
Well, from Free to Bad Company to
Yeah.
I mean, he was good with Queen, but I didn't want to hear that shit.
I can give him a pass. He's such a consummate professional.
He's a cocksmith for sure.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, and he's guy gets up on stage and commands a fucking stage. So whether he's with Queen or not, I mean, I'm not the biggest Queen fan either. So it's kind of a mix of I love his voice, and the band is, just kind of okay to me. I don't know. I don't love the band. There's songs I love. There's no album that I can say that I love of Queen. There's none that I can say from start to finish, except for maybe, and I can't even say that, the greatest hits. I don't know. I'm not a huge Queen fan.
What about some Thin Lizzy?
I love Thin Lizzy.
Ooh, now you're talking.
That is it. Armed and Dangerous. That's the live record there. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah. Alive and Dangerous.
Alive and Dangerous.
Or it's just Dangerous. I can't remember. Yeah,
that record is amazing. I've been listening. A couple months ago, I was listening to that hard. That, and I've been pulling out these old fucking Golden Earring records.
Oh man! Wow!
It is amazing.
I'll rip that shit up.
70s fucking. They can barely speak English, and they're fucking belting these fucking
killing
songs.
it.
Awesome, just fucking awesome. Old Scorpions.
I was just going to say
the old Scorpions. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Don't be so close-minded. We are Scorpions.
Scorpion. Powerful riffs, though, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
You
Love
are
Drive
huge
rips
songs.
my asshole apart every
Epics.
time I fucking listen to it. It's one of the
Yes.
greatest album covers too. That fucking titty just getting stretched, you know,
Yeah.
the dude's hand. Like,
Oh,
what is
yeah.
that shit,
They wrote epics back in the day, man.
dude?
Yeah, they were huge fucking records, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Wings of fire, love drive.
Oh, amazing.
Ah. Drive me crazy, baby.
Yes.
Shit makes me want to fucking hit people and make love to a woman at the same time.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I have this,
That's what I'm talking
I bought this. It's a European version of. I'm a lunatic with fucking music. I buy fucking tons and tons and tons of records. I'm just fucking crazy about it. And I found this Whitesnake. It's a live one. It's a double live from.
Oh, what's his name? Just
But it's
died. A
European
guitar
one.
player.
Yes, he's on. So he's on this record as well. And it's just fuck these songs, man. Nobody writes shit like this.
No.
So I know it's not Doom, but
No.
I still draw my inspiration from these bands to,
Nobody
sort of
writes.
fill that gap of Doom. Like Doom. The beauty about heavy, real slow, heavy shit and Doom, and however you want, a funeral, whatever the fuck Doom you want to call it. The beauty is the space in time that you have.
Oh, man.
But,
You're not
Whatever way you can play Black Sabbath, you play.
You're not kidding.
yeah. I mean, it's amazing. Like, I don't have to worry about, 5-6 time signatures and fucking, stop, not stopping. There's none of that. I don't have to worry about that.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
And that's, it is and has always been a pretty deep love of mine. I
Yeah.
love slow, heavy shit. Always
yeah.
have.
I look at a band like Typo Negative.
Oh.
Some might call it goth metal. I fucking love these dudes, man. I call it doom goth metal, dude.
Whoa.
Man.
You ever seen Peter Steele's cock?
Oh, dude. It's part of the allure.
Red.
Man, I've
I
seen
saw
him.
him on a video. I saw
I've seen
him
him
He had a
live,
Typo
dude.
Negative video, and he's like, "Fucking." There's a video of him, and he's mowing on some chick in the back, and they keep opening the door and they're filming him and shit. He's like, "Guys, come on, what's up, man?"
What's up?
Yeah, dude.
That's
Dude,
great stuff.
I've seen him live before, and he's like drinking red wine, big ass, like 1.5 liter, and he's playing
Mega
his
pints?
bass with it. And he's just like, dude, he's fucking awesome. But yeah, a band like that, I love that band. It's just the melodicness, and then they hit those like groovy doom parts, like Sabbathy.
They
and
hit
shit,
hard
and
around
just,
Halloween,
dude,
really hard.
they're fucking awesome, man. You can't fuck with Pete Steele
I learned how
sometimes.
to play their version of Summer Breeze. Here's
Nice,
some acoustic,
yeah.
and it's heavy, dude. It's like,
I gotta be honest. I love the Seals and Crofts song too.
I do too, dude. Don't get me
Fucking-
started,
That shit is
Don't get-
fun.
Fox coming up.
dude. That's on my playlist too. Seals
Yeah,
and
it's
Crofts,
awesome.
man. Yeah, I
Um,
love me some Seals and Crofts.
But that Typo Negative, when they did the cover of Black Sabbath, I mean,
Oh,
is there
yeah.
a fucking heavier version of anything?
Oh, Nativity
No.
in Black on that first one?
On the yeah, just incredible.
Yeah.
Nativity in Black, that's what it was. Yeah,
Pantera did some good
that's
so heavy.
Sabbath
Hole in the
fucking
Sky.
covers too. Hole in the Sky and Electric Funeral, dude. Electric
And they did
Funeral.
Planet
and
Caravan.
yeah.
Oh, they did the Planet Caravan.
That
That I
shit
remember.
fucking rips.
Yeah, Phil sounds
Phil-
great.
Yeah, his voice is so
Have
low.
you,
that
didn't
the
you see
mic
him?
feeds
Have you
back.
seen him, Mike?
Pantera?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, fuck,
recently.
I've seen them years ago. I saw them probably maybe 5 times. The first time I saw them was on the Cowboys from Hell
shit.
tour, and I saw them at famed Boston club called The Channel, and it's since been torn down. But that place, I mean, every fucking band under the sun went through there, and so they were just, it was on the cusp of them really getting big. So the place had, I don't know, maybe 150 people in this big.
Wow.
So it wasn't. They had just released a record. We caught on to it. And, Phil's up on stage, and I shit you not, in Boston, where it's at the time was highly illegal. He's fucking smoking joints on there like nobody's business, lighting them up one after the other like Jim Morrison and shit.
Hey, I'm the Lizard King. I can do anything.
Yeah.
Is it gonna show up? No. Yeah. I was holding up the Reinventing the Steel tour
Oh, nice, dude.
with Soulfly. It's a pick from Dimebag.
Awesome.
I got one from Rex too, but yeah, you just saying that kind of. I was like, oh shit, I got one of their picks from that tour back in like '99.
Yeah, they were great. Every time I saw them, they were great. And it's funny because it's a band that I have not. It's not a band I've owned any of their records until recently. I have.
Right.
I did buy some recently, but I see them every time they come, And I guess what it was you know, I liken this with like somebody like Rage Against the Machine, where everybody had the record already.
Yeah.
So I didn't that was one I could spend money on some other obscure shit where
Yeah.
if I wanted to hear it, all I had to do was go to my buddy's house and they were undoubtedly playing it, you know?
Yeah. Or burning me a copy.
Yeah, I'd burn a copy, sure.
Exactly. Put that shit on cassette.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Balls in that motherfucker.
Record the cassette off the radio.
Yeah. Yep. I'd always have a tape right in the radio just for that reason alone. Like, let me record that real quick.
But dude, I've seen on your Facebook and shit, you've been going to a lot of shows. Well, you're a fair amount, I should say, you know, checking out shit. Now you're back in you've been back in the US for a while. What's some of the shit? I know off air we were talking about Smashing Pumpkins. What the fuck was that like?
That was awesome. You know,
Owner of the NWA, Billy Corgan.
Yeah, that's right, huh? I forgot that he bought into that. No, that's pretty cool. He's actually a pretty smart guy. If you ever hear him in interviews and shit, he's quite
Business savvy.
Yeah, he's business savvy. You can tell.
Very business savvy.
His favorite guitar player, I think, is Tony Iommi too. So I got
awesome.
Brownie points.
Well, you know, I mean, I hadn't seen them in 20 plus years. You know, it's been a long time. So seeing them this time was, I think, about the fifth time I saw them too. And you know, after I would say after Melancholy was sort of where I kind of faded.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's all. You know, there was definitely some periods of time I wasn't really digging the. You know, they kind of went into a lot of. They kind of dropped the guitars and went into a lot of like electro drums.
Yeah, because they lost Jimmy Chamberlain because that overdose fucking shit with the keyboardist. You know, like
forget it.
And that motherfucker is a beast on the drums. I don't give a
phenomenal fucking drum.
He was, yeah.
And he was awesome. Just listening to that guy play. I mean, he's really one of my favorite drummers. He's just fuck, man. He's incredible, and he still sounds great. They all did, you know. Honestly, the band sounded. My only gripe about it was that I would have loved to have seen. I mean, we can say this about any fucking band that's been around forever.
Mike wanted to see a bunch of wrestlers, NWA guys out there. He's like, man, that's my only gripe about it.
Sure, okay, fine. If I gotta listen to the new songs, bring out the wrestlers while we're listening to the new songs. Man, you know, give me something here. You know, but okay. You know, I mean, they were going, but they played no song off the did they? No, they played
the fuck out of here.
And I'm like,
you get what?
Yeah, I mean,
not even worth seeing them at this point. To me,
that was
I've never
upsetting
seen
to me.
them.
Yeah, that was upsetting to me. And then even Siamese Dream, I think they played.
Oh man!
If they played Disarm, I'd be
pissed. 4 songs off of Siamese Dream.
And you know they played Disarm, and it's like I remember as a kid that video haunted me every day before middle school. It's like
Charm you with a smile.
Dude, that's a good one. Dude, you're nailing that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you fucking nailed that.
I love you, Billy. Come on the show. It's all good, man.
Yeah, man.
And then you two can do that together.
Sure. Yeah, he should be on here. You know, and he sounded great. He was in good. You know, he was in great voice.
Yeah, he still sounds good.
You know, I mean, they played Disarm. They played Today. They played
Cherub Rock.
Obviously.
Hey, what about this? Check it out real quick.
Cherub Rock.
Tonight.
It's like,
no.
We'll throw a little bit of Carmen in with the Corgan. Today and tonight, they're the only band, you know.
And I'll tell you who else rocked on that show was the Rival Sons. That fucking band is bringing rock and roll back. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've heard of them.
I
haven't heard anything from them, but I've heard that name floating around a lot lately.
So the Rival Sons were originally when they had come out. Maybe it was the first record, but I think the second one, Pressure in Time. I think that record, they were on Earache Records of all fucking labels.
Oh, wow.
Really out of left field for the label. Next thing I turn around and they're fucking on Century Media. Century Media is distributing their record too. I don't know. I don't remember if they put a record out or if they just took the rights of it and started.
Yeah.
And I had said when that Pressure in Time came out, I had said, man, this band is going to be fucking superstars. I could feel it, you know, and largely to the singer. And then all of a sudden you started seeing, okay, they're getting a little bit bigger. And then they're fucking opening for Black Sabbath. I was like, shit, man, like this band is getting fucking huge. And they were the first band on. They should have been the second band. They should have been direct support. Interpol was direct support.
Interpol.
You know,
wow.
I mean, it was, you know, I can't say I'm a fan, but I can say They had a great light show.
No, Interpol does. Then I've heard some Interpol, but their stage show is what brings people to check them out.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like these guys were total pros.
Yeah,
I would say
I've seen them a couple times.
Yeah, they had some
professional. Yeah, definitely.
very pro. Yeah.
Yep.
And but the Rival Sons, to me, when they first came on, and they played like a 45-minute set, and I hadn't seen them before, and I was it is a band that I've been waiting to see for fucking ages, and finally get to see them. So,
Dude, have you checked out?
Venue was great too. So,
Are you aware of fucking Donova?
Donova.
Yeah, Donova, or some people might call it Danova. They're from Oregon, but they're like roots in Chicago. Dude, we're talking about like
Danava.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they just
It's
dropped
good
a new
shit.
record. It's fucking great. All their shit's fucking killer, dude.
Reminds me of
I haven't heard it.
Reminds me of Thin Lizzy, like Black Sabbath, dude. Just fucking rocking.
Awesome.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Thank you, Justin, for turning me on to them, man. Again,
Dude,
I always
me and Thread went and seen them in Chicago earlier this year, and it was holy shit. Rocking your world.
Oh yeah, awesome.
It's pretty rocking, dude.
Yeah.
So are they on the show tomorrow?
Dude, I tried to get him. The singer's like, yeah, I don't really fucking do shit. And he's like, take a picture with you, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah,
he
you
was
kid,
cool,
you bother
dude.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck! I got fucking Cheech and Chong on, fucker. I got Tommy Chong on here.
Yeah,
right?
no shit.
He's
No matter
unbelievable.
what happens, I can always say, like, dude, Tommy Chong is like,
Dude, you can always throw that there.
he's a god, dude. He's A-list.
Play that card.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Play
dude.
that card.
Tommy
Yeah,
was fucking
yeah.
great.
He was cool as fuck.
Did you have Tyson on that episode, or was it? I saw you with pictures with it, but I never.
No, I went. So my buddy Stone was like, there was a Friday or a third. It was a Friday. He was supposed to appear at this dispensary in Chicago Heights, and he ended up like throwing his back out during a workout or something, and got hurt and never showed up. So, and then like all the vendors canceled, but my buddy was up there, getting his shit, and Stone's a wheeling and dealing motherfucker. Shout out to Darren Stone. You watch this motherfucker. He's always talking some shit, but dude, he put us in a good position. He was like, hey, my buddy fucking, does a podcast. He'll come out and be your vendor tomorrow. And he told me that shit. And I fucking was like, all right, I did it on a whim on a fucking Saturday. And I went up there, no shit. Like, dude, the dispensary people bring me out fucking tables. We put like, he was putting his Juice Pro shirts and like his band shirts out there, I think just to show, but I was selling them. I was like, fuck you. This guy wants his Juice Pro shirt. I don't care if it's yours. He wants it.
That's funny.
But dude, and yeah, Tyson came out, dude. His DJ was calling out. He's like, yo, we got Juice Pro Wrestling in the house. We got the champ Mike Tyson sitting right next to us, like smoking, and 20, 30 cops just standing there. And you're just like, this is fucking surreal. When I was a little kid playing Punch Out, I never imagined this would happen,
No kidding, man.
Those 20 or 30 cops would get knocked the fuck out by him too.
Oh, dude, yeah.
yeah.
But the thing was, they were all like, you could tell it was just like a weird but cool situation. They were stoked, like fucking. But at the same time, there was also a lot of them there looking at Tyson just light up, and like you could tell them didn't know what to do. Like they're probably itching. They're like,
They want to go over there and hit it. Half of them want to arrest him, half of them want to hit the joint.
Yeah, but he was cool, man. I met him. Fucking, I was wearing my
came off.
Macho Man shirt. He's a huge wrestling mark. I started cutting Macho Man promos for him.
Yes.
Yeah, and dude, he's losing his shit. I got fucking like 50 pictures to prove it.
You do. I've seen them.
Yep.
Photoshopped.
Is there anybody like super famous or super cool like that? Have you had a moment fucking like that? Like us getting to hang with Tommy Chong or something, you know what I mean?
I hung out with Ian Astbury.
Really? From the Cult?
Yeah, almost all night. All right. There's. I don't know if I should go into the story because
You should.
All right. I've told friends this story before. I've told a lot of people this story, but I've never fucking told it like.
About to tell a whole lot more.
So get fucking buckle up, fucking, because
Oh my god.
Buckle up, buckaroo.
So, I used to bounce at Mama Kin's, which was Aerosmith's bar. Okay, so he had come in and played. I think the band was, I don't know if it was Uncle Tom or Buffalo Tom or something like that. He had another fucking band, like a side project that he had done one album with, and he had performed at Mama Kin's. So afterwards, he he's a fucking big dude, right? He's a lot bigger than people think. Like he's fucking wide too. He's a fucking big dude. So,
Ian Astbury from the Cult. He's built.
Yeah, this guy is surprisingly. I'm like, I did not expect to see him as big as he was. All right, so he finishes the show and he's upstairs was where their backstage was. So the old bass player for Infestation, Mark Brophy, he goes upstairs to go to the bathroom, and Ian Astbury comes out. My buddy's got he's got a big long beard. So Ian Astbury comes out and he says, "Huh, do you have that much hair on your willy?" so Brophy's like, what the fuck, man? So he comes downstairs. He's like, guess who I met? I'm fucking Ian Astbury. He asked me how much hair I had on my fucking willy. So I'm busting his balls all night long. I'm fucking all over. Like, hey, Brophy, you got fucking how much hair you got on your willy? So anyway, make a long story short, after the night, we finish up and we go to there's like a blues bar. I'm sorry, it's a jazz bar that's 2 clubs over. So we go over there, and Ian Astbury's in there with a couple of
because of course he is.
Yeah, he's there. So he's like, he's inside there, and he says, we sit with him, and he's just talking mad shit, all fucking. I should be up there. I could show these guys a thing or two. I should get up there and sing. So I'm like, fucking go up and sing, dude. Fucking do it, And I say all this. I am a huge Cult fan. I love his voice. I am still a fan after this story. I'm still a fan.
Fire!
Yes.
So he's talking mad shit. We're like, okay, he never goes up. So we end up going back to one of the bartender's apartments, and he comes with us. We take a fucking cab with him. So I don't know. I hand him a fucking Infestation demo or something. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever. So he's talking shit about Duffy, the guitar player. He's he's a fucking bad man. He's this, he's that, he's whatever, So we're like, okay, whatever. We get to the apartment, and he's fucking hitting on everyone. Doesn't matter.
Dogs, men, women.
He is all over everything that fucking has a heartbeat. Okay. So we're in the corner laughing. We're fucking smoking from the bong. We're fucking making, So, anyways, I go to the bathroom. I walk into the bathroom. I'm standing there. As soon as you open up the door, the toilet's here. I stand there, and I'm, whip out, about to take a piss. Boom, the door opens up. Turn like this, then turn, and it's him standing by the fucking sink. So I'm standing there with my fucking dick in my hand, and I'm like, he goes, "Do you think it's a problem if I take a piss at the sink?" And I said, "Yeah, I think so." And he goes, "Oh." Then he looks at me, looks down on my fucking pecker, and he's like, "Is it okay that I'm here?" And I said, "No, I don't think so." And he goes, "Okay." And he turns around and walks out the door. As soon as he walks out the fucking door, my buddy Mark Brophy, about the fucking the Willie, he's standing there fucking laughing. He's pointing at me. You fucking suck. I'm still standing there. I'm like, I'm fucking innocent here. I'm fucking just trying to take a piss.
Shit.
So the rest of the night, he's just fucking, he's just obnoxious. We take a cab back with him, with the girl he's trying to pick up, and
the legend continues.
so was I. So he's trying to pick her up, and she's kind of like, I don't know. He's like, come back to my apartment, come back to my hotel, which was right next to my apartment. And I was like, whatever you fucking do, don't go back with this fucking chooch, okay? Don't go with this chooch. He's a fucking chooch, and I'm saying this to him from the back seat. He just fucking. So that's it. We get out. I get out. He got out. He's like, oh, "See you later." Okay, see you later.
Oh my.
And well, to this day, I still listen to Cult records, but banana story, fuck.
Oh man.
Fuck? What is up with
True
Ian
story.
Astbury?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I think he's going to take a hit out on me now.
He might.
Yeah.
He probably at least will want to see your fucking Willie, you know.
That's fucking
He's
great.
talking about how like he's like, oh, I'm a pagan. My mother was a pagan. My grandmother was a pagan. I'm so fucking tough. He was talking about how tough.
So
he was.
fucking pagan.
Yeah, he's so pagan. He's so tough. He's fucking
So big.
I'm like,
I'm begging for mercy.
fucking stick some fucking wool down this guy's throat and fucking shut him up.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's
Pagan for vengeance.
Yeah, so that's my okay. Good night, everyone.
yeah. How do you
Good
top that?
bartenders.
How do you tip
Mike
your-
DiSalvo, everybody. Give him a round
Well,
of applause.
hey, speaking of that, you're ex fucking bouncer. We all fucking bounce. Weren't we just fucking talking about
We
this
just
shit?
talking about that, yeah.
Man, that's crazy. And then another bouncer comes on. It's the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Blood.
Oh.
Was it not one of the most fun jobs you had? For me, it was. I loved it.
It was, especially because at that time I was early mid 20s, and I was doing the decrypt thing, and that's back when dude I was abusing the hell out of my body, like on stage, getting my ass kicked by my band members, audience kicking my ass, kicking my own ass, you know, like really fucked up my body. So when I wasn't doing that, and I just had this fucking rage inside, you know, and it was like I just waited for people to fuck up at the bar to where I had to get them out, and I'd always put them in the full Nelson, but I called the full
There you
Wallace,
go.
you know.
You got to.
I got one fucking older dude down on his fucking knees, and I was like slamming his head in the ground. He's just, dude, these motherfuckers are like groping on women or stealing purses, and
Man.
you ask them nicely to leave.
Whoop their ass.
And when they don't, or when they swing on you, it's not like I just brutalize people for no reason. Come on. I only brutalize you with our audio visual fucking pleasantries.
Ooh.
But anyways, I fucking slammed down, like, oh, fuck your mother. Like, I was trying to get in his head too, you know? Like, I learned that shit from Jake Roberts as a kid. Like, fuck with people. If you're going to fight them, like, hold your own, be a man, whoop some ass, but also say some sadistic shit so it lasts with them, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes ass whooping ain't enough with
No.
some motherfuckers, you know? And that's just shooting straight with y'all.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't maybe kick in the dick. That stays
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah, we used
dude.
to have swinging doors that that had a window in it, so you could see when people would come through, but it was a plexiglass window because guys' heads were fucking plowed into it. You know, up the fucking door you go, boom. It was fun. It was one of those jobs that you know, you get to know everyone, and with that, you know, plus being in bands, and you know, we had like the fucking key to the city, man. Every fucking where we went, we were able to fucking get into clubs. Never paid, almost.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
It was a big difference because then, so from then, and then I moved to Montreal, and I had none of that. So it's like I gotta fucking pay to get into this fucking shit. Like,
Right. You know who I am?
no, I would never do that. But still, don't you fucking know?
Yeah, right. I'm just kidding, but still.
Yeah, crazy shit.
Did you ever see, I mean, was there any fucking brutal moments? I mean, obviously, like super brutal moments for you. Like, I've seen some shit, like dudes' heads getting busted open, you know, like friends of
Absolutely.
mine, guys raging on fucking
Oh,
cocaine and
Yeah.
like, holy fuck.
I seen a fight spilled out to the street, and we were kind of like trying to. Once it went to the street, we were not supposed to get involved.
Yeah, fuck that.
So you know, the adrenaline's going, so you're trying to like jockey people around, get them out of. You know, you're not so much throwing down with them, but you're just trying to separate it and kind of quell the situation. And some kid pulled out fucking pool balls in a sock. And clubbed this fucking kid across the face, man. His face blew up. that was something else, man. It was like a fucking asteroid hitting the fucking planet, you know? Like it was brutal.
Like Gallagher.
Yeah. Awful.
It's horrible.
Man,
It's in your
that
lap,
is
man.
brutal.
You know, hey, man, part of the gig back then, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. We didn't carry any weapons or anything like that. None of us had like batons or anything like that. So none of us. I never seen any of us get hurt. We had a lot of guys on staff, and plus we have walkie talkies, so we'd have.
We're East Coast guys. Did you guys? I heard a nasty little rumor. You guys just use some brass knucks. You know, keeping it old school.
Oh, I know plenty of people
Roll of
carry
quarters.
brass knuckles. Yeah. I had a buddy of mine who used to make them. He used to make them with three fucking knuckles. Like it was three of those giant ones, like one on top of here. You put your hand through. Oh man! So you had that one giant fucking knuckle, that you know, I mean, you hit somebody with that, it's
Game
over.
over.
Yeah, they're gone. You know. So,
Oh yeah.
but he made them, and you know, I had him, but I never brought him. You know,
Don't make him pull these out.
nah, I wouldn't.
Hey, these brass
I never
knuckles
carried
also double as
Hey,
gang cock rings.
you take them out, you knock a dude out.
What's that?
I said you take them brass knucks, you take them out of your pants, you knock a dude out, and you put them back in your tights. Like you look around, cover the dude for the pin, then throw him out of your damn bar.
Shit.
That'd be the best shit ever. I just hit him with some brass knucks.
Yeah. Dude,
DQ
Fred, what
him.
about you? I mean, you bounced. Did you ever have any insane shit? Probably nothing to that level, but no one ever swing on you or any of that shit?
I had people swing on me before, but I never. I got lucky or whatever the case. I had people swing, but it never like I never got like punched in the face or anything.
Yeah, I never got brutalized. I had like a 400-pound Mexican guy on me, and all he was doing was like suffocate me because my dumbass tried to take him down. And then when I did get him down, why did I do that? That
like,
struggle just to get laid on.
It was at the Silver Dome in front of 79,000 people.
Yeah, it's
He was just trying to scoop him.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
There were many times where fights would break out. They'd come out of the club and then the fights would continue. So you have like 15 guys from like New Hampshire come down to fight.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
Guys
See,
from
that's what I'm
fucking-
saying. These
from South Boston.
fights.
Yeah, so you got these guys
Mark
fighting.
Wahlberg was there probably.
Well, funny enough, not Mark Wahlberg, but
Donnie?
that fucking kid's name. No, not Don, not the Wahlbergs, but it was one of the new kids on the block had showed up. I was working the door.
Oh, shit.
What? What?
Who's the little fucking kid? There was a little kid.
Oh, please.
Joey
don't do
McIntyre.
that.
Billy
Joey
McIntyre.
McIntyre. So he
Yeah.
fucking showed up there, and he gave me this
fuck.
card, and it was a key to the city was the card. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, "What fucking shit is this?" So I'm looking at him. I don't know who the fuck he is. So right away, I didn't know. I'm like, whatever.
This is great.
So he's like, "Oh yeah, this gives me access to every club in the city, something, you know." So I was like, "Huh, okay." So I said, "Let me see your ID." He just gives it to me. It's Joey McIntyre. I'm looking like
Officer
this shit.
DiSalvo.
I'm like, "Joey McIntyre, like the Joey McIntyre." He's like, "What?" Yeah. He was like super cool, like really, really laid back guy. And then he went in and fucking started a bunch of fights now.
Crushed a lot of ass, probably.
It's like
Walking
the
out with all the
DMV back there.
bartenders with his fucking key to the city.
Yep.
What the fuck? Dude, we should just totally do that sometime. Just go wherever you're at. I will promote for everybody right now. Just go make up a fake key and just walk into any business establishment and be like,
Yep,
I
there
got
you
the
go.
key to the city, motherfucker, and do some shit. Peter
Honestly,
Griffin
it could have been
style.
that, really. Like, I mean, we were just like, "Oh, sure, okay, all right, well, go ahead." And
Go to the back of the restaurant, throw yourself in a
he
pizza.
comes in, he's got grenades. He's got.
Rambo key of the city. I fucking got a key.
Oh, yes.
He's got the dick to the city, like for sure.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Dick to the city. Dick got some titties. Let's get down to the fucking nitty gritty.
What about DiSalvo?
Hey, dude, what do you think of your ex-comrades in Cryptopsy? You heard the new shit?
Yeah, I have. I think it's fucking really good, man. You know, kudos to them, man. I'm really happy for them. Signed to Nuclear Blast Records, and you know, I mean, they went at it for a long time, doing it on their own, and then they either took the break or went for it, whatever the case was. However that communion happened, but I'm happy for them. You know, they deserve it. They've been at it for a long time. Those guys are great guys, great musicians.
Still keep in touch with Flo and shit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
How come like are we not getting like a fucking guest appearance or anything like that, man? Just hasn't been brought up or what?
For me to come sing on one of their records?
Yeah.
I don't know. Never. I mean, I'm certainly not going to ask.
No.
But you got the key to
No,
the
I'll
city.
ask. I'll start it. It just
Funny
seems
enough,
like that's what you should do if you have like a good history with, you know, bandmates and fucking shit that was pivotal. Dude, you did some pivotal fucking records for those guys back in the
Yeah,
day. Like
totally,
some
dude.
great ones too. Like
Very
holy
good
shit,
one.
Whisper was like the next
I
level
was just
up.
going to say that.
You know, like None So Vile is the pinnacle, you know.
Absolutely.
But Whisper was just like
Whisper was fucking brutal.
holy shit. That was like it was so good and like technical and groovy, and then that reminded me of like fucking Pantera fucking on Reagent from Reanimator or something, you know? Like, holy shit, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I'm going to see them on the 7th. They're playing up in
right on.
Manchester, New Hampshire. So I'm going to go see them.
Well, dude, this guy, I'll be seeing some fucking video. I'm sure you got to be doing something, dude. They'd be. I'm sorry, I'll put this out there. I know you're boys, but you guys be ignorant not to fucking ask because that's what us fans want. I'm a fucking fan. Bottom line, I'm talking on this fucking show, but dude, I'm a fucking fan. You know, like bring that shit back, dude. So
Walk
I'm
up
glad,
there.
like, you got all these fucking bands killing shit. I'll be seeing Danzig and within like a week or two now.
Awesome.
So I got, dude, the Full Terror Assault. And I want to ask you about this because I joked around with you earlier, I think before we went on air. But are you a fan of old school Sepultura?
Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of old school.
Dude,
Fuck yeah.
So what do you think about and this is what sucks, dude. FTA shot Stone once again. He wants me to fucking go. I can't go, but the Cavalera Conspiracy is playing, and they're playing the fucking that set there, dude. Like Morbid
I think
Visions.
they're playing both those records, right? Are they playing?
Yeah, dude.
And
Holy shit. And that's it.
yeah, incredible. I listened
But
to,
have you heard the new shit? What do you think about that, man?
Well, my first thought was why. That was my first thought. Why? But then as I listened to it, I'm like, okay, better recording, and it sounded good. Like I don't know that I would. I even said this after, and this is like not a knock on them at all. It's just because I have so many fucking records and stuff. But I was like, okay, I listened to it. I like it. It's cool. I don't know that I would fucking, dive into fucking listen to it immediately after. I haven't. But that being said, it's not a knock on them because I am a huge fan of both those guys. And Max is one of those guys that has been a inspiration from the get-go. So by saying that, I don't mean it. I just wonder why they did it. And but it's it sounds great. I mean, it does. I mean,
it's good to hear those guys playing death metal again, like straight up.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And they're playing those fucking songs that I love. So I mean, it's
because those albums, as great as they are, dude. Let's face it, the recordings are so like they're what fucking Silverchair's age or some shit back then in Brazil with a guy who don't even know what a fucking recording studio is. He's just like, oh, okay, yo, to the most high, so fly, wait, that's future. I don't, that sounds like a fucking say. I always think of like Blanca or something if I'm thinking Brazil.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, so fine. Those records, I don't know, but in the same breath, I always found a charm in those, shitty sounding records.
No, don't get me wrong. So, they don't top that. You're exactly fucking right.
Yeah.
But what's cool is to hear it with that refreshing take. And just like I said, to hear those guys playing that type of music again, it all comes back to the heavy, brother. Like everybody, you know what I mean? Like everybody's going to fucking, all these bands that were like doing new metal shit, they tried to transition a lot of them and do heavier shit. And if they didn't, they should have. Like it all comes back to the purest form of like just heavy music, heavy fucking metal. And they went back to it because it didn't sound good. And you could tell their hearts were in it. Like I love the fact that they threw on the fucking all that reverb on Max's vocals. I love the fact that they still kept the fucking blatantly antichrist lyrics, like
yeah, they changed nothing. You speak the truth on that because you're right. It does come back to that. A lot of guys might talk about the old school, but what the fuck are they doing now?
That shit predates death, dude.
Yeah, it does.
It predates death, and everybody talks about Death and Possessed as like the first death metal records. Like, hold up,
incredible. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm a big fan, and I saw him with Soulfly. What was it? Maybe 6 months ago or something.
I saw him like
8 months or so, whatever it was. Yeah, maybe it was.
It seemed like he dialed it in though vocally when I seen him. Like it was just like it wasn't very much like. If I know you're old, Max, but dude, I want to see it, and I want to see those songs, especially if this is the only tour you're doing of it. Go all out like Morbid Visions, just fucking rip that shit, not just like Morbid Vision. Morbid Dijon.
Morbid Dijon. Oh no. Morbid Dijon.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And I think you're right. Maybe it was. I think it sounded like he was losing his voice a bit actually on when I went to see him from before. But then I think about it, like, they fucking tour. These guys fucking tour.
A
Like
lot.
fucking nine, 10 months.
a lot.
Yeah, man.
And how old is Max now, dude? He's got to be getting close to fucking 60. Like,
I thought he was in his mid-50s, I thought.
Yeah, he's definitely up.
dude, he's old.
older
Man.
than me, sure.
His son, his whole family, like his kids, are playing in his bands now. Like,
Yeah.
and they look like they're 35.
Oh, yeah. They've always looked like 35.
Yeah.
It's got to be the Dreads.
I met one of them. Who is it? Zion?
Yeah, he was playing
Yeah.
drums at Big Forum.
Yeah, we played
He was.
Handsome Prick, play with them. Man, maybe it was with Suffocation too. Somebody else. 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I don't know. However long ago it was, but I met him on the back porch. He's bringing in like an Xbox with NBA 2K. He was like trying to chill. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, my name's Justin Juice." He's just looking at me like, "I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go play 2K." And then I seen Max walk through. Like, I crossed him as I was like leaving. I was like, "Holy shit!" It's like, "What's up, Max?" He's like, "Hey, what's up? What's up, dude?" It's like, at least he said something back. I was like, "That was fucking,
Yeah, he's a guy I'd like to meet. He's because he is one of those guys that, he's done some of the greatest records of metal all time.
Yeah." And a lot of people forget, like, dude, his real attachment to death metal, our fucking genre, our underground, our fucking beloved, like him and Igor, like those first records, like I said, predating fucking death. And holy shit, man. Like,
Right around the time of Haunting
he's a
the
living
Chapel,
legend, man. And those later what did you got? And you were a young kid, you got into the more mainstream shit or what? It doesn't matter. Still those up
We
until
can
like
talk about Arise if we want, man. That shit fucking hit hard.
yeah, dude.
What a
That was
fucking
pinnacle for me, dude. That was just like, blew me the fuck away, dude.
And you know what?
Beneath the
dude? Even
Remains.
when-
Yeah, it's Beneath the Remains. Thank you.
yes.
Oh man, that fucking that's what got
Procreation
me.
of the Wicked, dude. I love their fucking cover of that, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
yeah.
All fun.
Such good shit.
Procreation of the Wicked. Hey, like, you got a system. That shit beats your fucking head
Oh,
in, dude.
dude.
does. I like
Killed
the
it.
fact that he's got on his. I don't know if he's got like a podcast or something. He does something where he does like video clips of him.
He did
like,
some shit
repping
with
other
Igor,
bands and
yeah.
stuff, right? So he's repping other fucking like newer death metal stuff, and I think he doesn't fucking need to do that, but he's doing it. And
Dude, I saw him when I saw him.
I like
they had
that.
200 stab wounds with him.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, it's
Yeah.
oh, wait a minute. Did I see that they're coming with? Oh, they're coming with fucking Incantation and
Oh yeah.
Suffocation.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I think that was just released today or yesterday or something.
Holy shit, that's new.
200 stab. Oh no, sorry, not 200. No,
That's stabbing is coming
I-
along.
Oh, stabbing's coming?
Yeah. Which sucks
They
that 2 of their
canceled
members are
FBA.
leaving.
Yeah, I heard about that. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
I know
It's
I
death
seen
metal.
who was Cavalier was on like Jamie Josta's podcast talking about Full Terror Assault when he
Was
played
he?
there. Yeah, he goes, "Man, Full Terror Assault, that's the fest, bro. You got to go out there, bro. That's the fest."
Yeah, because he's playing, kind
he
of
was- 'cause I
promo,
think
wrestling
he played
shit.
it. Yeah, he played it with freaking Soulfly, I think, or no, not Soulfly. Whatever else he was doing. Nail
Cavalera
Bomb.
Conspiracy. Oh, Nail
did-
Bomb?
Yeah, he did it like a couple years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was.
Oh.
I think he did it with Nail Bomb.
Awesome.
I'd have to look that up again, but yeah, I remember that because like not long after that, he was on the Josta's podcast talking about Full Terror. I was like, "Holy shit, that's awesome!"
Yeah.
Amazed at how many fucking festivals there are around the fucking planet. It's
Oh, I
There's-
know.
So, and
There's so
FTA's been
many.
going for a little bit now, but
Yeah.
they're popping up everywhere. I'm seeing them like, I get pissed because I'm like, man, no one listens to our shit because nobody asked us to fucking play anything. It's like, God damn it. I mean, we'll fucking brutalize your senses, but
Right.
whatever. If you let us.
Yeah.
If you let us,
Well, by this time, everybody will know about Gary, Indiana, in
Scary Gary.
October 21st. It'll be Handsome Prick and Elbow Deep destroying shit at the XPW Theater of fucking Brutality.
Ooh,
Get your
Yes.
fucking tickets right now at eventbrite.com. Anyways, I had to do a cheap plug on that. So, but that's it. Like for us, like we haven't done anything since I don't know. It's like early summer or spring was like one of the last shows we played this year, and it's been trying to get a new record out, but trying to live. And shout out to Brad, dude. Put out the new Pink Machines, his solo shit. That shit's
so
fucking-
good.
it destroys. I gotta send you that link too, Mike, and I need your honest opinion on it because it's gonna take you for a fucking loop-de-loop.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely send it to me. But I have to say, is there a better name than Handsome Prick?
That's the best.
Dude, that fucking name. Every time I fucking see that, I'm like, Handsome Prick.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
We were saying that in Wisconsin the whole time in the SA, pricks, all this, and then I remember heard his band, and I knew Justin at the time too. I'm like, those pricks took our insane. Like, those pricks took our word, bunch of pricks. Good shit though, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are. Hey, Mike, there's also one more thing I want to know. As we wind down here, get ready to wrap this motherfucker up like a mummy real tight because, you know, Halloween season's coming and
already
love that shit.
Where
already. Real fast, real hard, real quick. Who's some of like, who would you say like musically, like is your eye, it doesn't have to just be metal. Like say, do you have like maybe 5 fucking icons that if someone was to describe you, right? Like musically, who are you? I could name off like 5 people, you know, who I would either draw inspiration on stage, writing, whatever. Who are your 5 fucking rock gods
that I draw inspiration from? Oh,
you know what? Fuck that. You know, I'm not gonna put you on a spot like that. Even
no, I
but
can
just
tell you
like,
right now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Roger Waters.
Okay.
Nice. Yep.
Roger Waters.
Yeah.
Townes Van Zandt, lyrically incredible. Mark Lanigan. Just fucking, you know, we've gone there.
Yeah.
PJ Harvey.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Little fish, big fish swimming in the water.
Yes, dude.
And
Give me Shred Starter.
And I would say I'll put 2 of these people in the same bracket for okay, I'll put 3 of them as the 5th one. Would be John Toddy, Max Capoeira, and Dave Vincent for vocal.
Nice.
oh wow. Yeah.
These are guys that I
good trio.
I don't sound like them. I don't try to sound like them, but I can absolutely say that I drew inspiration from them as vocalists for sure.
Yes.
I almost had David Vincent on the show and like his agent hit me back and she's like, he's too busy right now.
I know.
He's playing a full terror assault too. And I was like, all right, you know. Dave, wear the leather, be a cowboy all you want, do your country, I don't care. Gigi Allen did it better.
Just give me God of Emptiness here and there.
Oh yeah, dude. You gotta hear that. I caught Morbid too recently this past year, and they were pretty cool. And then like couple of weeks later, Trey's like passing out of dehydration because he's all fucked up.
Yep.
He was super drunk when I seen him, but he was like still like, oh, man, I want to fuck shit up, and he went out and he ripped shit up. But goddamn,
yeah, I don't know how people do it. I've done it a handful of times. You know, going up a bit sauced, and I don't like it. I get fucking tired. I just want to get off the stage.
Yeah,
it used to be my forte, but now it's like, dude, I'm fucking old. I just go up there and destroy. Then we get fucked up after, you know?
Yeah, right.
Find me on the floor after the show.
I'll get more beer on me than I do in me.
Yeah.
Just spilling it everywhere and dumping it on the crowd and throwing it out.
Yeah, and I see these guys go up like fucking blazing all fucking day, smoke fucking 10 joints before they get up on stage.
I can't do this shit.
Put fucking killer performances out. I'm like, how the hell are you doing this?
How do you conquer that cotton mouth?
How do you conquer like, oh, do I look stupid up here?
At that point, it doesn't fucking matter. Hey,
no, not at all.
And real quick too, you got Coma Cluster Void has dropped. You guys got what? A couple new singles out now?
We got a couple new singles, and there is a 3rd one that we had recorded that I haven't heard a finished copy, so I'm not sure what happened with that. And it was actually the 2nd song that we had.
So you guys are just releasing as you go with this then?
Yeah. So Jean's come up with the idea that she wants to do a release of every song as we complete them, and then release once the songs are complete and released, put it on an album and release it. So little.
I like that because you could
yeah, a
do
little
like
different,
marketing wise,
approach.
you could still fucking draw some money from the singles. That's like the modern way, I think, to put out a fucking record. You know, it's
Yeah.
weird, but it would take some adjusting. But realistically, you know, to keep it fresh too, you drop a record, it's forgotten in like the next week.
Big time. Yeah. Fuck, records are fucking gone the next day. Fuck, it's terrible.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
People listen. There's so much music out there and so many avenues to fucking get it that it's become like a lost commodity. I don't know. It's fucking terrible. I drives me crazy. But you know, and when she said that this was her plan to do this, and I was kind of at first I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that's. But in hindsight, now that we're doing it, you know, I think it's a bit of a stroke of brilliance to do it this way. You know, and then you know it also, instead of that whole lead, you know, because we've seen a lot of people talking about like the fact the record's coming out 2024, right? So there's a planned date for the record to be released. So people are kind of like, well, why are you fucking, you know, there's a lot of those comments of why are you releasing songs like, you know, we just hit me up when the record's out. So, but in the same way, I mean, nothing's leaked. You know, there's no leaking, no chance of any songs being leaked in advance. We're the one, we have full control over it. And it keeps people, I feel it would keep people interested, you know? So, oh, great, new song. So you get the whole fucking thing. And then, okay, well, if you're not buying it, that's fine. But at least you get to hear it and you see what you know, where the band's going.
Dude, Dying Fetus is doing the same shit. You know, they put out those 2 killer fucking tracks, and then, you know, they announced the fucking new album.
Yep.
It destroys too. That throw
Putridity did that just recently with their new release.
Who was it?
Putridity.
Oh yeah. I saw
They
that.
just did that, released a couple singles, then the album dropped.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that shit. Give me teasers.
Yeah, well, teasers for sure. You know, I mean, usually there's like 2 or 3 teasers, but yeah, I'm good with it. I think
musical foreplay.
Musical foreplay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of teasers, Mike, do you have any teasers that you can give everybody out there watching and listening right now? Any upcoming fucking dates where you can buy fucking merch? All that shit.
Oh, geez, merch. Merch you can get for it's Twisted. You can get Infestation and Akurion shirts on twistedmerch.com.ca.
Hey, he's not so sure about that, so just
always get caught on this
Twisted
shit.
merch.
I'm always like, fuck, I need to make sure I have all the stuff. Twisted. Fucking hit me up and I'll fucking
see. There you go.
TwistedDicks.org.
Yeah. God damn.
Brilliant.
But yeah, I mean, you know, Akurion and CCV, we have, you know, we got Bandcamp and you can get shit through Bandcamp for sure.
Hit up those Fridays.
Yeah, Infestation, I think, has one as well. So, well, through Redefining Darkness Records, they have one as well. So you can definitely get the CDs through there. You know, and hopefully soon, just, you know, the Unkle Stalin project will have something out soon. We have 5 songs that they're killer on there. Oh man, I honestly can't wait for this to be released. Some really different stuff. And then, of course, with Warhorse, you know, plug away and hopefully have something ready to go in, you know, a year's time or so. That'd be great. Year and a half, realistically.
Well, I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Yeah. Well, we'll have you on like 5 more times between.
Oh, of course.
Anytime.
Hell yeah, brother. I thank you. I know the fucking audience does. It's always a great pleasure to have you on and fucking talk some motherfucking shit.
Fucking right, man. Awesome. Thank you so much. Can I just say one more thing? Actually,
yeah, you can say like 5 minutes.
Because I wanted to, when you had first brought it up about Terry Funk, when I saw that he had passed, the reason I want to bring this up is because when I was a kid, before, you know, we were watching WWF and all that stuff. So back in the Bob Backlund days, and you know, the Ivan Putski.
Yeah. Yes, brother. Bring it to me.
All that shit, right? So
all those hairy chests,
right? And Pat Patterson, you know, shit like that. So, but one of the things my parents, when my father was in the Air Force, and they were traveling down the South, and they would go to wrestling matches, whichever league it was at that time. I don't remember. But my mother and father used to go to those matches, and Terry Funk was a kid. And they would tell me about this guy, Terry Funk. I didn't know who the fuck he was. But growing up, I just kept hearing my mother, anytime she'd talk about Terry Funk, you know, he's cutting himself with barbed wire, he's this, he's that. And that was back in the fucking early 70s.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, I think if I was born in 71, somewhere in that range, right? So I grew up with that name as a household name. And then of course started buying magazines, and then you see Terry Funk. Oh, okay, this is Terry Funk. Okay, all right. Then he makes it into obviously WWF at the time, and then I get to really see him wrestle. And so yeah, that was a, you know, not to I guess bring it a bit full circle, but not to bring it back in. But yeah, that was a sad that seeing him go was pretty sad, you know.
Yeah,
he was. Since I was a kid, that is a name I always remember, you know. So.
Yeah, man, dude, that's great. I'm glad you fucking share that, because we feel the fucking same. That's what it's all about. That's why you're on this show. That's why, you know, everybody that's been a fan, you know, gets to see that other side, and that, you know, the shit you're into and the shit that inspired us. You know, like I've taken so much from like the wrestling world as far as like who I am, like through entertainment, and even through real life. And those guys, those are the people that fuck more than movie stars. Like, you know, they hit you, man. You know, so it fucking, yeah, dude, that was a hard one. Terry Funk was, dude, he was the man. He was born, we were born in the same town. He was, a lot of people, I said this on Juice Pro Wrestling, episode 243. Check it out right now.
Yeah, sir.
He's born in Hammond, Indiana. And then family moved down to Texas. Like, it's so crazy when you think of like the amount of killer talent that came from Indiana, you know, Ultimate Warrior, Mick Foley, fucking Terry Funk. Was it Dick the Bruiser, or was it Crusher? Who was it?
I'm not sure.
Crusher's
Crusher's from Wisconsin.
Crusher, yeah, it was Dick the Bruiser. You know, like, holy fuck, dude, there's just a great lane. I think even Bobby Heenan has ties. It's like either Chicago.
Sounds like he would.
Yeah, dude, like some of the best fucking talent, man. I fucking love professional wrestling too, man. Like Terry Funk, Mike DiSalvo, heavy metal professional wrestling. That's what we're all fucking about. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if you guys liked what you heard, like what you seen, like, subscribe, share. Be sure to fucking share. Please comment. If you're listening on any podcasting platform right now, leave a rating and review. Talk some shit. Call our fucking voicemail line. You know, we'll announce it later. I don't even know what it is. It's a new voicemail line, but it's on the fucking screen. So if you're listening audio, you'll have to go to jpdub.com. Fucking check it out.
Awesome. Thank you.
And a fucking pleasure to once again.
Yes.
Mike the fucking Salvo.
Yeah, awesome,
4 more times for the year's end. Thank you,
we'll do it again.
Woo.
Bitches. If you like that video, then please hit subscribe and share with all of your friends, and continue to support the JPDUB podcast. We're all over the place on all podcasting platforms for your stimulation.